Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the morning. I'm finna kick some science to y'all, right? Have y'all heard about their three things that they've been putting out there? They codes though, right? They codes. We're living in the best times that we could ever imagine in our lifetime, even though it appears, it is chaos and confusion because it has to be, because it's an attempt to wake you guys up from your deep sleep, in particularly the corporate men and women of the Americas, of Israel, of Egypt, right? Yeah, this place we in right now, it's the true Israel. The western part of Tamaria, America, yeah, it's the true Israel. So what they doing to that created place of 1948, don't let it bother you. It's unfortunate that they do what they do, but when you look at their history, right? The history of the Draconians, the Palladians, right? Some of y'all don't even know some of the mentalities you have, right? Are insectoid, reptilian type, right? Y'all don't even know. Y'all think it's you. But let me kick science, right? Lately, I think it started last year, they've been talking about 3-eye atlas. Some of us know, right? The code is right in your face. Before 3-eye atlas, there was, COVID-19. Right in your face. Certificate of Vaccination ID 19. Program right there all the time in your face. Now, recently they've been talking about promoting 3-eye, third eye, atlas. The universe. Where's the universe? It's inside us. Some will point to this region as Atlas. It makes sense because if you upgrade your nervous system to where it's not bothered or swayed by not even the processed foods, right? Because when they created the processed foods, that was a cue that some of the beings that chase us throughout galaxies, right? You know why they chase us? Because they be eating our ass. You see all these wars and all this shit, and all these people that's disappearing, man, they packaging these motherfuckers up. Imagine, man, okay? I guess I'm the one supposed to ask y'all to imagine. Imagine a rotisserie human. Like a rotisserie chicken. Yeah, some of these beans that look human, they shape-shift and shit, nigga, they be fattening the motherfucker up for the slaughter. I'm laughing because it's the motherfucking truth. And it's so untouchable to others. And it's for you religious ass people. Right? Because true religion is the study of nature. That's the true religion, the study of nature. It's not running up into a building and all that. Now, bust game, y'all. I'm finna plant a seed right now, and I hope it grow. I know it's gonna grow into some just like that. Others might get it. Keep on living. And unfortunately, the reality is some of y'all ain't gonna get it in this lifetime. But for those of y'all that's gonna get it in this lifetime, never forget we in eternity. Right? Life has already entered doors. Death no return. There is no death. Right? That's an illusion. Okay? Like time and all that shit, it's an illusion. It is. So when you hear of an avatar has expired, okay. That's all that means. You still got access to me. If I leave right now, you still got access to me. And I like to say, there's been many times, man, throughout my life. And some of y'all even know because y'all tried to participate in unaliving me, right? I'll be laughing sometimes, right, in my self-talk. I can see the ancestors on the other side and oh no, please, Lord, please, don't bring him back. We ain't ready for him. What I just said, there are some people that are for sure. And the for sure ones, we here to be a light, a beacon to others. Right? And so, if you understand anything I said, just remember we're in some of the best times you could imagine, man. Because everybody is being presented with a choice to bow out of this old system that's falling apart. We can help it fall apart by stop participating in it. Because the only reason it's alive is because we keep feeding it. That's it. When we stop feeding it, keyword we, and in particular the melanated ones. Come on, y'all. Y'all remember when we didn't have nothing, we had each other. And somewhere along the line, some turbulence came in and separated us. In particularly our women. Come on, sisters. Check this out. Again, some of y'all gonna get this like that. Some of y'all gonna get it in this lifetime. Some of y'all gonna have to come back again to get it out, you know. Check this out, sisters. Come on, y'all. I only been here 62 of their years, right? And when I got here, I watched women be the head of state. And whether y'all realize it or not, y'all still has the state. But where you guiding your state? To chaos and confusion? Yeah. What you worshiping? Look at what you worshiping right now. What you giving the most attention to right now. That's your God. That's your God. That's what you worshiping. And the God of this get on is called money. Right? Go look, watch this while I'm about to say. Go look in nature, man. And show me one creature in nature that's clocking in somewhere. That's modern day slavery. Working for somebody else's slavery. When it used to be a time, boy, I'm a 60 baby. Man, them like everybody, mama, auntie, right, had a sewing machine. They used to make our clothes. We wouldn't, look, our people used to make our clothes. The carbonated brothers and sisters, and that means from South America to North America. They used to make their clothes. So we didn't compete with people's labels and shit like that. They used to say, wear shoes with soles on it. Everybody had some Kroger socks. So be encouraged, y'all. Now, let me tell you what's been breaking us up. The lie versus the truth. So, brother and sister, you either lying or telling the truth. My experience with the 5 biggest businesses in the world, which we've all participated in. What you talking about 5 business? Look, the whole world has been affected by the 5 biggest businesses in the world. Drugs, gambling, prostitution, arms dealing, and assassination. Damn near everybody on a drug. Everybody, damn near everybody. From pharmaceutical to black market. Big business, bro. Gambling. I think it was Bone Thugs and Harmony said in one of their songs. Will they prosecute us or will they prostitute us? Both. As Donald Trump said in the 2016 election, it's rigged. The system's rigged. We all know this. The whole world knows it. However, when all these other people was fucking over, you might as well say the chosen ones, right? Look, come on, y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. And let me ask y'all, some of y'all that are not melanated like me, let me ask y'all a question. Have the thought ever crossed your mind anywhere you seen melanated people around the world, and particularly the melanated ones of America? Do you know they created a league called the United Nations? 192 nations, y'all. Let me show you how powerful we is, man. Let me show you how powerful we is. We should always be thanking the Most High in us, not in no damn building some emotional stuff, because churches ain't what they used to be. I remember in the 60s, early 70s, you go to a church, damn near all the pastors, right? They didn't take no money. Now church is a business. It's a 503c or something, whatever, right? Where they get a script. They can't teach the truth. Hell, they might not even know the truth. But they got a script they can teach. You know what I'm saying? And y'all going fucking with Reverend Ripoff nowadays. Right. Because ain't nobody teaching. The bottom line is the lie. It's the lie versus the truth. Right? One creature talked more to the lies and imagination than others. Let me get back to you sisters. Man, y'all forgot y'all the head of state. No matter which way you take your family, you still the head of state. That means that you have to become accountable. You have to return back to accountability and responsibility. Let me rephrase that. Let me do like they do in the 12-step community. You can do what the fuck you want. But you're going to get your consequences. Because one thing about this universal law commands that whatever you put out, it's coming back. It might take a minute to spin back around, but it's boomeranging. The boomerang's on its way. You know. So be good, man. Choose to be good to yourself. Right? And continue to love. And I always have to teach people when I say love, I mean, turn the word around, man. EVOL. And put the silent E on it. Are you evolving? Right? If you're evolving, right? Inwardly, you know, because you know we fortunate because we have a soul and a spirit. Some people only got a soul, and some people only got a spirit. So if you're just walking around with a soul, that means somebody hijacked your spirit. I breathe, right? So if you're walking around with breath, right, you got a piece of the soul, right? But that don't mean you tapped in to the high frequency, to the spirit realm. It don't mean that. Right. So consider choosing you. Choosing me was one of the best things I ever did. And I learned what loyalty is and what it looks like. Because I have some ones that have been assigned to me and they never left. Throughout all the misguidedness I went through all the choosing that I have done. Because I've chose to be a part of many people's lives. Right? But somebody said something to me that made sense. They say, Uncle, take a look at a rocket. It's a fuel system that shoots the payload up. So it's two things going up. The rocket to get it to its trajectory, and then at some point it has to break off. It's like people and in relations or relationships. Sometimes you only can go so far, right? And then you have to break off like a rocket. So look at people that you've been in relations with or even relations. They took you as far as they could go. And when you broke off to protect them, because if the rocket continues to go past its designated trajectory, it's going to put the payload in danger of not reaching its destiny. And you'll find when you break off sometime, boom, shit, the light come on. Downloads start dropping. But the question is, what did you learn? Are you learning from your experiences? Are you putting the truth on your experiences? Or as my son said the other day, I'll close with his reminder to his sister and to me. Or are you in the loop? Because whatever you've experienced, if you don't put the truth on it, you may leave one environment and go to another environment, and you're going to attract the same shit, different face. So in closing, this is Ian Golden with Listen to the Heartbeat. I've started turning self-talk into music. In the music, I put certain frequencies behind the music, certain tones, because black music has always been transmission from the other rim, right? That's why it's so catchy, because it comes from the other rim, right? I've written some books. One of the best books in the world is called We Were Never From Here. It's to the carbonated people of the Americas, of Israel, of Egypt, right? It was right here, this land, that book y'all be reading. We went from the west to the east, right? And we've seen people that was melanated like us, but they were not us. They was the ones who turned on us. Yeah, motherfuckers that look just like us turned on us. And them motherfuckers still running the world. Blaming it on the popes. Blaming it on all these other motherfuckers. These motherfuckers look just like us. And they know they have to go ahead and return this shit because they ain't got a choice. Right? Because when you're in alignment with the Most High, when you're in alignment with the assignment, the frequency is getting too high for people, man. So don't get your nervous system burnt the hell out by not getting in alignment. And don't fall for the God of this world. Look, unimaginably, nigga, excuse my language, ninjas, but unimaginably, there's some people on this earth that got unimaginable power, bro. And some of y'all know some of these people, man. They like earth angels, earth demons, right? But they the ones, right? God of this earth is finances. And don't get tricked by finances, because there's some registries that people get put on. And then they get offered, the God of this earth, money, sustenance, and motherfuckers break out and we never see them again. Because them motherfuckers went to a ball. The ball for these other creatures. They look human. Yeah, we want that one. They fattened, then already fattened your ass up to rotisserie your ass. Y'all be good to yourself, man. And choose it. Choose it for yourself. Choose to be good to yourself. Hey, listen, this is Aaron G, man. It's 4:04 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Temperature is 69 degrees. Peace out.